Look at the timing. That is always the first thing you have to ask yourself when the noise gets this loud. He posts a thread about Canada wanting the benefits of being a state without being one, and then immediately pivots to charging our great farmers massive amounts of tariffs. No more! And then he drops a link from Mark Levin about blue states sabotaging you. It is a classic deflection. It is a classic misdirection. He is building a narrative of external enemies, of internal saboteurs, of unfair trade deals that are crushing the farmer. It is visceral. It is angry. It is designed to make your blood boil so that you do not look at the tape. Let's talk about the tape. Because while he is shouting about tariffs and sovereignty, the market is doing exactly what it always does when it doesn't care about politics. Ethereum jumped up 1.34%, 93rd percentile. Bitcoin rose up 0.33%, 6nd percentile. Did you catch that? The tape is moving. It is not crashing. It is not pausing in fear of his tweets. It is printing. ETH is up, and it is up in the 93rd percentile. That is a strong move. BTC is up modestly in the 62nd. This is data. This is reality. This is what is happening right now while he is typing out grievances about farmers and foreign policy. He links to Mark Levin. He shares the video. He wants you to believe that these blue states are actively working against you. He wants you to feel trapped, squeezed by tariffs, betrayed by trade agreements. But look at the correlation, or lack thereof. The crypto market is not reacting to his anger. It is not reacting to the idea of massive amounts of tariffs on farmers. It is trading on its own logic, its own momentum. And what do we see? We see ETH jumping up 1.34%, 93rd percentile. We see BTC rising up 0.33%, 62nd percentile. The numbers don't care how loud he types them. The tape has no soaring and no crashing, only prints. And right now, the print is green. It is infuriating, isn't it? He spends his energy trying to convince you that the system is rigged against the farmer, against the country, against you. He paints a picture of a nation under siege from within and without. And while he is doing that, the market is quietly absorbing the news, digesting the noise, and moving on. Ethereum jumped up 1.34%, 93rd percentile. That is a specific number. That is a measured fact. It is not a guess. It is not a claim. It is what happened. BTC rose up 0.33%, 6nd percentile. Again, a fact, not a feeling, not a political grievance. A fact. He talks about massive amounts of tariffs. He doesn't give a number. He just says massive. It's vague enough to be scary, but specific enough to trigger outrage. But the tape is precise. Ethereum jumped up 1.34%, 93rd percentile. That precision cuts through his vagueness. The market doesn't care about your outrage. It doesn't care about blue states or red states or whatever border he's drawing today. It cares about supply, demand, and liquidity. And right now, the tape shows movement upward. ETH is up in the 93rd percentile. BTC is up in the 62nd. The market is signaling confidence, even as he signals despair. This is why you have to stay detached. This is why you have to look at the tape when everyone else is looking at the tweet. He wants you to feel helpless. He wants you to feel like the farmer, squeezed by tariffs, waiting for him to save you. But the market is not helpless. It is active. It is moving. Ethereum jumped up 1.34%, so 93rd percentile. That is a strong signal. It says something about sentiment, about flow, about where the money is going. And it is not going away from crypto because of his tweets. It is going into it, or at least holding steady in it, with ETH leading the charge. And let's be clear about what he shared. He shared a link to Mark Levin. He amplified that message. He wants you to believe that the threat is political, cultural, structural. But the tape tells a different story. The tape says that capital is fluid. It moves where it is treated well. It moves where there is opportunity. And right now, on our measurement, Ethereum jumped up 1.34% to 93rd percentile. That is not a small move. That is a significant move. BTC rose up 0.33% to 62nd percentile. A modest gain, but a gain nonetheless. The market is not paralyzed by his rhetoric. It is ignoring it. And that indifference is louder than his shouting. So what do? We watch the tape. We respect the data. We acknowledge his posts for what they are: content, noise, distraction. He wants your attention. He wants your anger. He wants you to focus on Canada, on tariffs, on blue states. But the tape is right here. Ethereum jumped up 1.34%, 93rd percentile. Bitcoin rose up 0.333%, 62nd percentile. These are the numbers that matter. Not because they will change your life overnight, but because they are true. They are measured. They are real. And they are happening while he is typing his next grievance. Don't let him steal your focus. Don't let him steal your clarity. Look at the tape. It doesn't lie. That's the show. We're on Spotify and YouTube. If this earned it, like, subscribe, tell a friend. And housekeeping. The machine that writes this gets tuned constantly for cleaner news. The numbers are real. The jokes are not.